I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide of how to create this fun Jellyfish Stingers potion bottle for your next Halloween prop or party. Let's get started. Okay, to get started making our Jellyfish Stingers bottle, we will need one clear glass bottle with a cork. You can pick that up at your local craft store. It could be a liquor bottle you have laying around that's empty. We will need one bottle of clear styling gel. I like to use the styling gel because it doesn't dissipate and get gross like some water can or some other solutions. And it really suspends things nicely because it's a thicker solution. And I love that this particular one has little bubbles in it. So it kind of gives a great underwater effect. You will need one label. I have printed this on sticker paper so we won't have to use glue or Mod Podge to put it on. Glitter. A hot glue gun with glue, and some cellophane. So I picked this cellophane filler up at my local dollar store. They're the iridescent shreds. You can probably pick them up at your local craft store as well near the gift wrapping. But this will make a really great effect for our jellyfish stingers. Let's get started. Okay, so first things first, we're going to take our glass bottle and we're going to use it to help us make some jellyfish stingers, and we're going to make some thicker ones by using our hot glue gun and just making some squiggles down the bottle. And if they don't turn out perfect initially, you can go back and kind of fix it with your glue gun a little bit. These do not need to be perfect. They're just supposed to look like the stingers and give something a little bit thicker than just the cellophane shreds. Reason we're doing it on the glass bottle is they will peel off nicely so that we will be able to make some thicker jellyfish shreds that will show up in our solution. So I'm going to put this on time lapse while I finish a couple of these up for you. Okay, so now that we have done that, we have our glue beads that we put on our glass bottle, and since it's the glass, they have dried hard. So I just want you to see that all I'm doing is picking this edge up, and we literally just peel it right off the glass bottle. And you have a nice pliant piece of the glue that is going to end up looking like some of the jellyfish stingers inside of the bottle. I'm going to peel the rest of these off and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I have it about 3/4 of the way filled up. As you could see in the time lapse, I added a little bit of glitter as we went. Not a crazy amount, just enough to add a little bit of a shimmer to the solution. I'm gonna zoom in so you can kind of see some of the shimmer in there and the bubbles. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our next step. We're going to actually add the cellophane stringers in first, and actually your wet down skewer is going to help us in this situation because we're going to take a couple of the stringers and we are going to kind of wrap it around the skewer a little bit, and it's going to help us to push it in there because it's wet. Otherwise they can sometimes be semi-problematic getting them into the bottle. And you're only going to be able to see slight shapes of the actual cellophane stringers in there, but I think that kind of adds to it because when we add the glue stringers in there, that's going to give us the little bit fatter stringers from the jellyfish. Because if you actually look at a jellyfish, they have some very thin leg string thingies that come down that are their actual tentacle stinger things, and then they have some thicker ones. So I'm going to just kind of wrap this around and get it started, and then just shove it in with your skewer. Add a few more. Again, just kind of wrap them around your skewer. It can be messy. It's cool. It's not going to change the effect because we can move them once they are in the bottle with the skewer. And again, you're not going to see them crazy well in the solution. It's just enough to kind of add that stringy effect. Okay, let me get the couple that are straggling out here into the bottle. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like. So see how we can just kind of see the stringers in there? And the different lighting is going to pick up on that iridescent quality on the cellophane of that. So now we are going to add some of our glue stringers. Okay, so we're going to drop that in, and again, use your skewer to kind of push it down. And if you have to, once you get them in there, do a little bit of a stirring motion. It'll just kind of help push them down. If you wanted to do another effect, you could for sure use some of the glitter glue sticks that you can get for crafting, but I kind of like that they're clear and they just are kind of a little bit foggy from the standard glue color. It's going to just kind of help add to the effect of the stingers. Okay, I'm going to put this on time lapse while I finish adding these in. Okay, so I have all of the stingers in there, and as you can see, the glue ones show up just a little bit more, and you can just kind of tell that there's something in there, and you can tell that they're long. So once we get the label on there and that, I think it'll be a really great touch. So I'm going to fill my bottle up the rest of the way with the gel, and this is a larger bottle, so I am actually using about 1 and maybe a quarter of a styling gel bottle. If you use a smaller one, you will probably use way less. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on time lapse while I fill this up the rest of the way, and I'll show you how we finish it off. Okay, so we have this all the way filled up. All of the jelly stingers are in there. And now we're going to go ahead and finish this off. So we're going to take our cork and cork our bottle. You could glue this in if you wanted to. If you're going to do that, I highly recommend E6000 glue or a good super glue. And then we're going to take our label. So again, I just printed this. It was a free download. I printed it on sticker paper. And sometimes you'll see there's like the little starter strips in the back. You can use that to help you easily peel the backing off. And then we're going to take the bottle and figure out your least favorite side. And that's the side, it's probably this one right here. That's the side that I like to put the label on. So you just kind of get it centered up and straight. And if you don't get it on straight right away, the sticker paper is very forgiving. You can peel it up and re-stick it down. It's really close, but it's just a little bit crooked. And if you don't have sticker paper, if you don't want to buy a pack of sticker paper or just a couple sheets, by all means, you could use regular paper and glue or Mod Podge to adhere your label onto your bottle. Okay, so I'm thinking that's pretty straight. Stick it down. If you're using the sticker paper, I highly recommend you give it a really good firm pressing just to make sure that you don't have any air bubbles behind there. So we have our label on our bottle now. And I'm going to do some embellishments to the top and we'll be done. Okay, so to do some embellishments, because we have that iridescent quality, I'm going to use a little bit of some iridescent tulle that I had laying around from another craft project. And all I'm going to do is cut a square of this to kind of go over the top. And then you could either use a jute twine or ribbon, and I have a little bit of a cool iridescent ribbon that has a little bit of a black edge, so it kind of matches the label. So I'm going to take the top of my bottle, I'm just going to drape the square piece of tulle on there. And this is completely optional. You could obviously leave your potion bottle exactly the way it was, but I think it just kind of adds a nice finished effect to the actual potion. So if you get a rough tighten, then you can really mess with your tool and get it positioned exactly the way you want. And then we can always trim it if need be. It's tool, it's very, very forgiving. But get it on here really good. Okay. And then you could tie a bow, we could just knot it. I think I'm just gonna throw one more knot in here just so then that way it's a little bit fatter knot. And then I'm going to trim these a little bit longer, but let me redo this one. And then we can center it up, and there you have it. Jellyfish Stingers. So this should be a nice addition to your potions collection or next mermaid party, anything like that. It's a great prop for Halloween. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please write them down below, and we will see you in the next video. Have a great day.